All right, folks, welcome in. I hope everyone had a wonderful time watching Kyle T. Webster's segment. Kyle, that was awesome. You really had me going there with the brush and the toucan. I was mildly frustrated trying to figure out what you were drawing, but it was awesome. Anyways, my name is VooDoo Val, and I am going to be artist and host for another Adobe Live Design Off, and I'm joined by my good buddy Sam Peterson. Sam, how are you doing, man?
Doing good, thanks. Happy to be here. Excited for this challenge.
You sound really sinister and shifty, though. Like, are you?
Oh,
You have no idea.
it's on brand.
Yeah, very on brand. Um, all right, so we're gonna dive into the to our design off. For those of you who are maybe unfamiliar with what we do for this segment, basically. Every week, myself and a guest come together and do some cool design, illustration, and stuff according to a chosen theme. So today, our theme is going to be like a change of heart illustration. Sam and I have chosen a character, and we're gonna illustrate them as if they were opposite aligned. So I'm gonna do a Sith Lord by the name of Asajj Ventress, and I'm gonna illustrate her as if she were a Jedi. And what are you gonna be working on, Sam?
So I'm going to be taking Batman and combining different Batman villains into him to make him look very, very evil, very
Awesome.
villainous.
I'm pumped for it. It's going to be sick. Also, all of you folks at home can actually join in with us if you would like to do an illustration or some hand lettering or even some UI UX design, whatever it is you folks do. You guys can participate and tweet it to us or post it on Instagram with the hashtag Adobe Live Design Off. And everybody of every different kind of medium is welcome here. So if you're an illustrator, might be a little easier to maybe put together what you're going to work on. But if you're a UI UX designer, this is a chance for you to maybe do a redesign of an app or a website in dark mode or light mode. This is a cool way for maybe some hand letterers to take the title or a slogan of something that's light and happy and make it a little sinister and creepy, whatever you folks decide you want to do, however you want to interpret this little design off challenge. It's up to you. We hope to see your work. But yeah, let's dive into it. I'm gonna pop over here to our little duel thing. I've got a basic sketch kind of sketched out for my character, and you've got some pretty nifty heads going on. I think you were saying you're doing some practice heads just to get warmed up a little bit, Sam.
Yeah, this is my pre-stream doodle page that I've been adding to slowly over the past few days.
I'm really digging the super tall head dude on the left there or the right. He's pretty awesome.
It's very smart.
He's very, very smart. Welcome in, Wade. Howard Pinsky is in the chat.
Howard.
Yeah, this is the guy that just, I don't know, suddenly started embracing the drop shadow. I saw it. I saw it.
What?
I have proof on the internet that this man used a drop shadow recently, and I just wanted to bring that up for no reason at all, just because he's here and he usually picks on me. So there it is. Anna Davis Court is in the chat. Panda Wilson, my good friend, what's up? Cornell, it's good to see all of you folks here. What is the challenge? It's a change of heart challenge. So anybody can choose like a character or existing design and kind of design that same thing if it were kind of the opposite. So if you're, like I said, if you're a UI UX designer, design a dark mode version of an existing app. If you're an illustrator, choose a character and design like a super villain as the new hero of their story. Whatever you want to do, however you'd like to interpret the challenge is up to you.
Yeah, it's very, very open-ended.
I
Very
kind of
much.
like that because then anybody who does anything can kind of get in and be like, what does this mean to me? And then kind of go for it.
Yeah, feel free to take it and interpret it how you want, depending, what you do. And it's just kind of I guess a theme is very much opposites for this one.
Yes, exactly. Vanessa, it's good to see you. Flynn Tracy, we were laughing about your toucan joke behind the scenes.
It's a 10 out of 10 pun.
Yeah, it's very good. It's a good pun when it also hurts you to read.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, it was pretty great.
it makes you go, ugh, and then you laugh.
And then you're like, oh man, oh okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Jennifer Pooley, yes, Howard Pinsky used to drop shoutouts on his Twitter. Please go look at it and point and laugh. Please do it. Because I use drop shadows all the time. And he cringes at me.
Yeah. Live by the drop shadow, die by the drop shadow.
Exactly. That's been my motto since the day I was born. That's my whole life. I don't know if anybody knew that.
I'm realizing that these are very short streams, so I gotta get out of my warm up and get into the game mode.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
It's time to battle. It's time to duel for all you Yu-Gi-Oh fans. Hope there's at least one person that got that. Otherwise, I'm a nerd and I'm all by myself.
I was really ready to get the trash talk going, and then you threw me off with the. Sorry, I was trying to be cool. It was very cool.
I don't have a single excuse for that one, really. Usually I do, but this time I'm at a loss. I'm sorry.
I'm very intimidated now. So
I hope you are.
You're in my head.
Business. Okay, I'm getting your head out of the game. I'm trying to throw off your A game. Trying to bring this win home.
Val's psychological game is on point. It's ruthless. Throwing the Yu-Gi-Oh references at me.
90s cartoon warfare. It's exactly it.
I'm like, oh man, I don't think I get that reference. Oh jeez.
Oh no, I'm out of the loop. I'm gonna lose. Oh no.
She's gonna be throwing me off.
All I could focus on were the drop shadows and not the story. Oh no. Let's see. Drop shadows are cool. Look really good with Comic Sans, says Stephen Booth. Oh, you're gonna be Howard's best friend. This is gonna be excellent. All right, I'm kind of like getting in like some of the details of Asajj's face. I'm gonna try to make her look like a little more happy than she usually does. If anyone in the chat has any like ideas or suggestions for elements that I could add to this portrait to make her look more Jedi-esque, I'm down for that. I'm always eager to like kind of hear what you guys have to say about it, so feel free to throw some ideas around. I would also love to hear what kind of project you folks are thinking about doing for the design off yourself.
Also, quick question to Anna Davis Court. Was that a Hook reference? And if so, bravo.
Oh no.
It's an actual reference.
Knowing her, it probably was, to be perfectly honest. I feel like if Anna is not drawing or making Disney references, she's singing Disney songs. That's kind of that's how I see Anna in my head.
I was just busting out my Disney playlist earlier today that I realized like I hadn't listened to in a long time.
Really?
So it's appropriate.
Well, here's a question for you. This is a test. This is a test. I gotta know what your favorite Disney songs are.
Oof.
Yeah. Let's hear 'em.
I feel like man, Lion King definitely has some good ones.
Oh yeah.
Memorable ones. I'm trying to think of all the ones that I can't not listen to and sing with. Circle of Life is definitely there. Be Prepared is awesome. Totally. Gaston's song in Beauty and the Beast. The tavern song.
Oh yeah.
That's a great one. Oh man, I need a list here. There's definitely some solid ones.
I'm really in love with the Mulan songs.
Oh.
Those are big ones for me.
Make a Man Out of You.
Oh yeah. If that song comes on, I don't care if I am like in public at like the DMV waiting silently like everyone else to have my number called. I will get up on a chair and belt and sing.
All right. I'm glad someone else understands me.
It's a very serious thing. I don't take Mulan lightly. It's a very serious thing.
You're gonna have to leave the DMV if you keep this up as you're hitting the high note.
I know. Just like screeching out the door as they escort me out.
Maybe don't play this over the intercom next time.
I know, exactly. Maybe don't put me in this situation if this is not what you wanted to happen, madams.
This is on you.
Yeah, the Tarzan soundtrack. Yes, Phil Collins all the way. That's a good one.
Wade knows how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Wade has to put up with a lot of that Phil Collins on my
I
streams.
love Phil Collins.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. If you don't, I wouldn't say so in chat, because we have band powers here. We don't. What's another good one? I've always loved the Pocahontas, so obviously
absolutely.
like the Pocahontas songs are like a big one for me. I guess like to be perfectly honest, maybe this is like a little bit of like Disney blasphemy, but I didn't know for a really long time. Like I kind of lumped the Prince of Egypt in with all the Disney movies, but it's actually DreamWorks, I think. But I like playing with the big boys from Prince of Egypt and the other one that Mariah Carey sings. Those get me every time I hear them. That's like those are serious songs for me. That's my childhood right there.
Nice. Yeah, my big movies were definitely. I was literally just talking about this on my last stream. Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. I think those were my big three probably.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think like my main go-to Disney movies as a kid were Mulan, Pocahontas, and I really liked the classic Snow White. Those ones were pretty cool. Or that one was pretty cool for me. Mostly because I don't know why, like maybe the weirdest thing like to like from that movie, but I was like here for it every time she started making that pie. I was like, all right, here we go. This is the best part of the whole movie right here. Are you guys painting from reference? I do have actually like a Tumblr, or not Tumblr, Pinterest page up that just has like some facial reference on it that I can kind of keep in mind while I'm working. I recommend always having like a little bit of reference up if you're not drawing something that you're super familiar with, because it can always just help you kind of keep your eye on the ball.
I'm not really, but I do have a like Joker smile up, and nice. I have a little list of the Batman villains just to keep in mind how they look, so I can put them into this design.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna try to add like, here was the idea going into this, that we take Batman, we give him the Joker smile. I wrote this down because I have a terrible memory when it comes to doing it on the spot. Bane's kind of eye mask pattern that he has.
Yes.
For the Penguin, I was thinking maybe a monocle and the little like cigarette holder thingy he has in his mouth. And then yeah. Scarecrow, if I can maybe fit like a little bit of the hood into his cowl. And maybe Mr. Freeze with the red eye goggles that he has, but I don't know if that's going to be too much stuff on the eyes, so we'll see.
I'm into it. Do you remember the movie that came out a while back where Arnold Schwarzenegger was Mr. Freeze, and it had like poison ivy? I don't even know if that's considered like one of the good Batman movies because I haven't seen it since I was like 8.
Yeah, I'm in the same exact boat. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But I loved that movie. I was like, this Mr. Freeze guy is super cool.
Was that
I don't know.
Batman and Robin? I don't remember, but I remember there was that one with all the neon colors. The gang was like, they had all these neon colors. I think it was Batman and Robin, and I think it was regarded as a pretty bad movie. But when I was a kid, I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, I have like a handful of movies that I realized like as an adult, like these were disaster films, but I love them a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of them like that I just can't bear to let go, and I won't let anyone tell me differently.
I can totally relate to that.
Do you guys remember drive-in theaters? I don't know if I've ever been to a drive-in theater. Maybe something like similar, but I know what they are. I know what a drive-in theater is.
I forget when the peak popularity of drive-in theaters was, but I think it was pretty much definitely past my time. But yeah. There was one next to my high school, so it was like, this relic that was still there, so I had been to that. So technically, yeah.
Nice. Anna Davis Court says, "Ice to meet you," and you're now my favorite person.
Yeah, that's the best about it, is those puns.
Yep.
Cool off.
Are you doing a self-portrait? Asks Diego. We are not, but I'm flattered. Thank you. Um, we have chosen some characters, and we are kind of illustrating them as if they had a change of heart. So I am illustrating the Sith Lord Asajj Ventress from the Star Wars, and I'm making her into a Jedi. And then maybe you can talk a little bit about what you're working on, Sam.
Yeah, I'm doing Batman, but I'm trying to fit in as many Batman villains as I can. I was a big fan of Batman the animated series growing up in like the 90s, I think it was, and I was all about that kind of noir look that it had. So kind of taking inspiration from that.
Nice.
Currently trying to warp his smile into the right shape.
I miss a lot of those cartoons from that time. I used to watch some of the older ones too. Like, does anybody? This might date some people in the chat, but did anybody ever watch like Gem? I didn't watch it all the time because it was like it was much before my time of like cartoons. But I used to watch. I don't even know. I couldn't even recall and tell you what that show's about. I just know that she had like really big puffy like 80s girl band hair, and her nails were always nice, and she like I think she was a superhero. I think she fought crime. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she does exactly. But it was cool. I used to watch that, and then obviously one of my first cartoon loves, the X-Men animated series.
Oh man, yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna refrain from singing the guitar intro, but know that I want
to. Sorry, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna do it because it's like the best ever.
It is.
We're gonna get muted for copyright infringement with our perfect rendition of that song.
It's too pitch perfect. It got flagged, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, Cyclops is about to bust through the wall and be like, "You kids need to stop this."
PSA on copyright infringement.
Yeah. We're gonna get a message from Adobe. You guys really can't play that beautiful music on the stream because it was just too good. We're gonna get cited. And I'm like, all right, I understand. It's the price I have to pay sometimes for this voice.
Yeah. Curse and a blessing. What are you gonna do?
I know it's hard to be us. Really, it's it's really hard. Sound bites. Thank you, please, Tim. Don't. I thought you were our friend, but that's fine.
Oh, hey, Tim.
Yeah. Stop having fun. He'll record you and then put you in a song.
I think someone asked in the chat if we're adding color. I'm not sure about you, but if I have time, I definitely will. We'll see if I can get to it.
I think I probably will. Like, I'm definitely going to add values, and I might even get to color today. I'm actually farther along with this than I assumed I would be by this point in the stream, so I might even end up, like, depending on where this really goes, I might end up finishing more of this than I thought I was going to. We'll see.
Nice.
Does anybody in the chat have any suggestions for, like, Jedi things that I should add or anything like that? I kind of wanted to give, like, I'm playing with her outfit at the moment, but I'm almost wanting to add like more elements of her original costuming to her to make it more obvious that it's Asajj. So I'm kind of trying to add like her bib and stuff to her and see, but I'd be interested to, if there's anybody in chat who knows Asajj, I can actually pull up an image of her. If there's anybody in chat that knows Asajj and would like to make any suggestions, I am so open to it. A lightsaber. True. That would be the most obvious thing, is like adding a lightsaber. Since it's a portrait, like I'm trying to do like a pretty straightforward portrait so that I don't kind of bite off more than I can chew as far as like the time constraint that we have for the stream. So I might not add a lightsaber. But if I have time for it, that'll definitely be a go-to. Let me see. This is a pretty good picture of Asajj Ventress. She's really cool. That's what Asajj looks like. And she's got like this cool, like bib thing that goes on, and then she has like this like kind of like a skin tight like dress that she wears, with like the stripes on that like little triangle down the front of her. I could maybe try to, let me see if I can try to add something like that. Let me see.
I'm gonna duplicate this drawing and now see if I can start incorporating all the villainous things.
Awesome.
If I have my reference up somewhere. Ah, there we go.
I do like this shoulder thingy that I gave her, but I'm gonna toss it away for now until I can figure out how I might do this. Let's see. Needs more midichlorians. Oh my gosh. You just said the magic banishment word. Midichlorians. That gets you removed today. That's the word. Like Pee-wee's Playhouse, you just said the secret word. You have to go, Anna. No. Jedi Wookiee, of course. That would be cool. I remember like a really long time ago, I think I did a challenge back when Adobe had a Twitch channel for like Star Wars gender bend characters, and we actually received a female Jabba the Hutt, as well as a really uncomfortably feminine Chewbacca, and I've never forgotten it, and it really like, it was good, but it really hurt me to see. It was like a lot of thought and effort was put into both of the illustrations. And it was like, the Jabba the Hutt was also accompanied by Luke Skywalker in the Leia outfit, and I was like, oh, please.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was good though, but it was hard to deal with for at least 6 months
emotionally.
afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mental impact of it was like, okay. All right. What is everyone saying in the chat? In a galaxy far, far away? That's, yes. Exactly. Okay, I could do something like this, maybe? I don't know. That bone structure, Sam, that is awesome.
Thank you.
This is supposed to be a design off, but I'm just becoming a bigger fan of yours. Very hard to compete against you.
It's my psychological game. Got to throw you off.
Okay.
After the
apparently like my Yu-Gi-Oh thing didn't work. Somebody actually asked if I played Yu-Gi-Oh in the chat, and I actually still have my cards. Of course, I'm that kind of kid. That's, yeah. I never got into Pokemon, but I have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I have even more Magic the Gathering cards. It's a big one for me.
Was Yu-Gi-Oh after Pokemon? How did that time frame go?
I think they were like pretty big at the same time. I think Pokemon definitely came first, because I remember like being in like the 2nd grade and like begging my parents for a VHS of the show, and I wanted the cards, I wanted like everything, and then it wasn't until like much later in elementary school that I was like, nah, Yu-Gi-Oh is the jam now. And my brother and I got it banned at our school because we were like, trying to trade them.
We were those kids.
Yeah, we were those kids. We were like trying because we couldn't buy like packs for ourselves, but once we got our hands on like a few of the cards, we were like trying to get the other kids to trade us better cards so we could build a deck.
I think it was banned at my school too. Pokemon was for the same reason.
Giacomo, I think I will go to the dark side of the force. Dark side, best side, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the club. Cody says she loves Batman. I didn't know that about you. That's cool. That chin is kind of the Joker. Exactly. I think that's the jam here. Is like the kind of illustrating heroes as villains and villains as heroes.
Yeah, going for that Joker jaw shape, like kind of more pointy features, and then getting a little bit of Two-Face in the lips here, and I'll make the skin kind of bluish and a lot of detail and wrinkles and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We'll see where we can fit it in.
And then what else can I add? I'm trying to like change her. She has like pretty savage looking like face markings. And they're kind of different depending on which like art of her and which version of her you're kind of looking at. But at first I thought I might give her like happier looking face markings, but now I think I might actually give her like the same face markings just so that she looks like herself.
Val,
yes,
I just did an ellipse in like less than 20 tries.
Whoa, that just came out of nowhere and it looks really good.
Somehow the ellipse gods are smiling down upon me today.
That's awesome. You know what? I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna move your camera over here and I'm gonna give you a pat on the back. I'm gonna put you back. You're gonna see it on stream soon and it's gonna be awesome.
All right, let's check this out.
I hope everybody, yeah, it's coming soon.
Oh, I wonder if I missed it.
Oh no!
Catch that in the replay.
Oh
it's
no!
Too slow.
I'm sad.
Oh no, it's happening.
There you go.
Yeah. Thanks, Mel.
You're welcome, buddy. This is like the most like non-aggressive battle of art I've ever been a part of.
My bad. I mean, I don't need that. Get off me.
Get out of here.
I'm not a good smack talker.
Me neither. You saw how I did earlier. It's just epic. Wow, clip it. Oh my god, Val. I'm sorry. I had to. He deserved it.
Oh yeah, I gotta put the... What are those things called that like Cruella de Vil and Joker have in their mouth? Is it just a cigarette holder?
I thought it was called... I thought it was called like a lady finger. I think that's what it's called.
Really?
Yeah, I think it is. I think they were like used so that like when ladies were smoking and stuff, like the smoke doesn't get in their hair and on their hands. But like I could have made that up just now. I don't know. That's what I've always been calling it, so I don't know.
I was gonna say you could call it literally anything and I'd be like, oh, okay, that's fascinating.
Yeah. Oh. I saw one in an antique shop once that like telescoped. I thought it was like a really long brass casing, and then I extended it out, and somebody was like, "No, that's a little cigarette holder," and I was like, "This is the coolest thing ever. This is so neat." And it had like engraving, like filigree engraving on it. I was like, "How fancy is this thing?"
Gotta bring it back in style.
Yeah.
Use it just cause it's cool.
Yep. Not for smoking at all. I'll just like carry one around with me and just like extend it and like make eye contact with people as I place it between my teeth.
Just to establish like a classy dominance over them.
Exactly.
It's like people who wear glasses with no lenses.
Yep. Purely for fashion and social impression. That's exactly what it's for.
For job interviews.
Yes.
Mainly.
Simply so that you can correct someone in a Magic the Gathering game right after you push them up on the bridge of your nose. That's what they're for. Let's see. I love all of the laughing emojis in the chat. Thank you guys. They think we're funny, Sam. We gotta keep it up. Yeah.
I think it's just mostly you. I'm just riding Val's coattails. Her comedic coattails.
You are not, man. You're not. If you're riding my coattails, we are like riding directly into the ground. This is not the train you want to be on, sir.
Ride together, we died together.
Yep, yeah.
Bad boys for life.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I had to finish the saying. It felt incomplete without it.
I appreciate it because I was gonna say it if you didn't, kind of like the whole singing thing. I was gonna have to like pick up the slack again.
I should know that, you know, you're on the same page.
Yeah. Chat, what should I add to her outfit that would make this look more Jedi-like? I thought about adding and like still giving her like the little side swoop of fabric, but I don't know. It kind of just looks like Asajj with a smile on her face, but I really gotta spice it up. Gotta Jedi this up. Yo, Keith Wilson's in the chat. What's up, my friend?
Hello, Keith.
Yeah, Val, Batman is my all-time fave superhero. Used to be super obsessed. That would make sense if he were a superhero, but he just has gadgets, though. I'm gonna talk mad smack about Batman.
Whoa!
Yo! He just has gadgets! That's what he's like. He's like a really broody, handsome Inspector Gadget, guys.
You better watch your mouth now.
I've crossed the line. Line has been crossed. I'm so sorry, but I'm not. Get you some real superheroes like
you know what, being rich and buff is totally a superpower, okay?
It isn't though. It's not. He's like a way fancier Elon Musk. That's with pointy ears.
A more athletic, fancier Elon Musk.
Yes. Yeah. And my friendship with Cody Bear just went down the drain. Wade's like, and now it starts. Vigilante, my bad. Okay, I accept that. Vigilante works. But there are a lot of, I mean, technically, though, I think he is a superhero, or an anti-hero, maybe. But I always give people crap about it. I'm just like, okay, that's fine. I'll be over here with my superheroes that like fly and stuff. And have laser vision and invisibility and stuff. Sounds more like Iron Man. Iron Man is also super cool. Iron Man is like a step up from Batman. Because Iron Man's suits don't break as often as Batman's suits break. Sorry.
But Iron Man is totally just a rich guy. He's just got a really fancy gadget.
But he owns it. Like, he knows. Like, he rolls up to the party and he's like, hi, I'm the rich guy that's here to like save you with my expensive gadgets. Batman is like, I'm doing this because it's in me now. It's in my soul. This is who I am now, man. That's my best Mom. Batman voice. Yeah, it's not a phase.
Maybe you'd be saying it to Alfred, actually. It's not a phase, Alfred.
And Alfred's like, not this again. We've been doing this since you were like 12. I hate this.
I'm Batman. This is who I am now.
Oh no.
Just deal with it.
You're not a bat. You're not a bat, man. Come on, Wayne.
Look at this mask and cape I got. Totally, I'm a bat. I'm a Batman.
Alfred with his friends on the weekends playing poker is like, yeah, he made himself a bat costume this week, and he won't take it off. It's getting worse and worse and worse.
I don't know what to do about him.
Yeah.
Kids these days.
He's 27 though. It's just like. Yeah, he owns up to his flaws. He does. Iron Man is probably my favorite Avenger, to be perfectly honest. He's definitely I have like a favorite Avenger for like what the character does like as an Avenger, and then I have a favorite Avenger purely based on like personal like attachment, and I think Tony Stark is the greatest Avenger, but I have like a serious love for Captain America. I think he's precious and needs to be protected at all costs. And that's what I think about that.
So precious.
Yeah, he is. He's a precious boy. Tony Stark has a cool artificial heart. Yeah, he's basically a cyborg. He's not human anymore. Okay, I think I'm gonna start adding values, maybe? No, I am gonna add a swoop of fabric. This is happening, because otherwise it's not Jedi-ish. I'm gonna add just like get the shoulder swoop. Because I feel like every Jedi at some point in Star Wars has just had like a random swath of fabric draped over their shoulders for no apparent reason in the heat. Like in the sweltering heat where it's really not necessary, almost like they just want to broadcast from very far away. Hi, I am a Jedi walking through the desert.
They don't
I'm
get
here
like
to
cool
do Jedi
uniforms.
stuff. No,
so
they don't.
They gotta have the cool robe. It's kind of like a informal uniform.
It's one of the main reasons why I always choose Darkside usually, because like they're way better dressed.
They do flaunt it. Yeah,
they do.
A lot of black.
A lot of extra credits to go towards the top like Coruscanti fashion. They're not messing around. Captain America is the boy next door. Yes, he's precious and perfect, and that's the end. That's the end of story.
I won't hear anything different.
Yeah, I will literally not accept any other opinions on that. We had a lightning strike next to our house. That's terrifying. I think maybe that happened because I said Tony Stark is the greatest Avenger, and possibly Thor heard and was like, excuse you? You should turn your computer down so he doesn't listen in. Evil one's always looking good. Exactly, Vanessa. Exactly. Way cooler. I don't think I'd be very popular as a Sith Lord, though. Like, I think they would know I was just there for the clothes and the fashion. They'd be like, oh, she's back. She's here again. What do we do?
All she ever talks about is robes.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm
gonna see how far I can get with the colors before the end of the stream. We'll see if I can actually get into the painting. I'm sectioning it out with color first.
All right, yeah, I do like this thing when I don't want to draw like the rest of the body. I kind of just group everything together and then like use my brush to like cut it into a bust shape, you know?
Oh yeah.
Because I think that will, like, I can get away with that. That'll be fine. Boom. There we go. There it is, folks. I'll make it a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to put, like, some framey stuff around it, as if I planned it like this all along. When in reality, I'm just fed up with trying to make the shoulders good. This is, I'm revealing this to you just to make sure that everybody knows, no matter how long you've been drawing, you still sometimes get sick and tired of what you're drawing and just make a different decision on the fly. Happens all the time. Asajj, I think you spell her name with 2 J's, I believe.
Oh yeah, and if anyone was curious, I don't know how many of you guys use clipping masks or know about them, but that's kind of what I'm doing here. So basically what I did was I just did a line drawing, and then I put a shape under it. I kind of trace it out on its own shape, which X is my mask. And then when I make a color layer, I just right click that color layer, do clipping mask, and it clips it to the shape below. So that's kind of allowing me to keep these clean edges that I'll use later for selections when I'm doing it.
Nice. I think clipping masks are probably one of my most favorite things in Photoshop, hands down.
Yeah, for sure. Very helpful.
Right. Let me grab. I also, by the way, I'm using a lot of your brushes that I got from the brush pack you shared.
Oh, nice.
Recently, and I love them. I love them. They're so fun and cool to use, and I feel like I've been kind of like searching for a lot of these textures for a really long time when it comes to especially like adding like grit and noise and kind of getting more of a painterly feel once I start moving into adding values and going into color and stuff. So I really appreciate you sharing those.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Maybe the avatar is a Jedi, Asajj Ventress. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that. Like, a Jedi Ventress, she does have, like, serious Avatar The Last Airbender vibes, for sure. Because she's bald and she has, like, the head markings and stuff, and I think she would wear, like, drapey fabric. Let's see, there are some values, and I'm going to start throwing in some lighter values as well. Let me grab this. I'm gonna change the color of her whole, like, garb, because her stuff is, like, black and gray and red and purple, usually. But I am gonna make it, like, tan and burnt orange, I think. Is the vibe I'm gonna go for.
So I've kind of been doing this process with the last few characters that I've done that is relying more on flat colors than I typically do. So it allows me to essentially use the magic wand tool to select one of these blocks of color, and then I just take one of my big texture brushes and kind of go nuts painting it however I want, but it like helps me keep sections separate while still doing really large brush strokes. So I'm gonna give it a try on a portrait. I haven't really done it on a portrait, but
nice. Yeah, I kind of noticed that you had like some serious like blocking in of some good like flat cell colors and cell shading and stuff. That's awesome.
So it's me trying to combine that like cleaner style that you usually see people do, but with a painterly approach. So that's kind of been my mix up lately that I'm attempting to do.
I'm down to see you do this. This is cool.
So what else? I need to put his gums in maybe, or maybe not. Is that it? Maybe we're ready to, just about ready to paint. Let's see.
I'm going into Grayscale Painting at the moment. Like I put in like my base values, and now I'm like adding some highlights and things like that, and starting to kind of move into like stronger values than just like flat values. And then I'm gonna start laying some color in. I guess we will get into some color. Batman versus Kylo Ren, who wins? Why would you even ask me that? You know how biased I am. I just make fun of
obviously
Batman. Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us today, but the stream is now over.
We want to talk about Broody.
Okay, yeah.
He would pout in the beginning of the fight for too long, and then he'd get bataranged. You know how it goes.
You know what? I will concede that Kylo Ren does look like he's constantly on the verge of tears. Like I won't debate that. His eyes are always like glossy, and like shiny, like he's just like thinking sad thoughts, and he's just gonna burst into tears.
Moment's notice, he'll cry if he needs to.
Yeah.
Don't test him.
Yeah, that's why he throws most of his tantrums. It's really just to like hide how sad he is. He's like the epitome of sad boy. He's just really self-conscious is all. Thank you, Sam. No, obviously Batman. Yeah, okay. I can see who my friends are in the chat. So far it's none of you. So far it's no one, but that's all right.
I was like, I'll remember this.
Yeah, exactly. That was something I used to do after, I don't know if anyone has played like the Walking Dead Telltale games, but they always, every time you make a decision, it's like, VooDoo Val will remember this. And I'm like, yeah.
All right, we're getting into the paint layer. I don't know, I guess I'll have like five minutes to do this, but we'll see what we can make happen.
Yeah, we're kind of encroaching upon the end of our cast here. I think what I'm gonna try this time, I think every time that I've done the design off thus far, I've looked at the entries like from people posting their work every day, but I think we're gonna save it until the end of tomorrow's broadcast, because most of the time people are only, if they post, they're only posting works in progress on the first day, so it can give you guys a little more time to kind of continue with the challenge, unless of course somebody wants to like shout out in chat, like if you finish something and you've posted it to us on social media, I can pull it up if you really want, but I might just kind of give everybody some time to tie up their designs or whatever they're working on. I'd be on your side, VooDoo Val, but I literally got word from above that we were wrong. I know. Val will remember this. Exactly. Is there a link for Sam's brushes? I have a link for Sam's brushes. Actually, yeah.
Do you have it handy? Because I can pull it up if not.
If you probably have it handier than I do actually, because I would have to look through my documents if you know where it's at and you want to post the link.
I think so. I think I can figure it out. I sometimes name things in my Google Drive. That helps me search.
I don't. I name documents in my Google Drive like I name my layers.
Oh no.
Notice I have the layers hidden so you guys don't know what an atrocious document I usually keep.
See, I found it on one search. I'm a responsible adult.
Wow, man.
That's for you, chat. That should work. Hopefully.
Perfecto. Alright, I've got her face kind of painted in. I'm going to do a little more detail and shadow, kind of adding. I think even though she's a Jedi, I'm still going to give her like darker, like darkish eyes. Because I think that's kind of a signature for Asajj, is that she has like almond shaped like winged eyes, kind of, that just make her look I guess they make her look dangerous, but it's like, so I think it's so intrinsic to like what her face is like that I can't really do away with it.
Yeah, it's fun to play with the balance of those things.
Yeah, definitely.
Push and pull different elements of sinisterness or whatever it may be. Oh, and a quick side note to anyone who's using that brush link, I really only use like 3 brushes. Lately, let's try this again.
Ooh, there's my dog singing the song of his people. I don't know if anybody heard that little squawk.
I did not.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, I was getting a little lag there. So this is the brush I've been using like 99% of the time lately. It helps make it these like really chiseled brush strokes.
The exact brush that I'm using right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice. The 3 brushes at the top are the ones that I use the most. Sampled brush 1-3, Paling's brush, and inking brush. Those are like the only 3 I really use, aside from the airbrush, of course. But the sampled 1-3 is what I've been using pretty much exclusively lately.
Nice. I think those are the ones that I ended up favoring as well, because it kind of just allows me to like once I get into the painting, I can kind of like show how it really does like add a nice air of like painterly flair to what you're doing, which is really cool, because I always get a little uncomfortable if like my painting turns into something that's like much too clean. I like to have like some rough edges to things.
Yeah,
so
for sure. Yeah, I've really been liking the sharp edges you can get with it, so I'm trying to be very like chisel-y with my brush strokes in order to really define those planes.
Yeah. That squawk translation translated to Batman's better than Kylo. Okay, Howard. All right. All right, man. I know where we stand now. That's fine.
Even my own dog is turning on me.
This is my origin story right here. I go major dark mode right after this. My chihuahua named Pee-Pee Herman has forsaken me. Now I have nothing left. Howard hiding and waiting for the sound cue to drop shade. Impressive. Yeah, I feel like he's always doing that in these streams now. I think, like, I always get excited when I see him, but then I remember, no, he's here to troll me. He's not here to be my friend. I have to keep that in mind.
So I think I'm gonna try to do that palish Joker skin. We'll see.
All right, and we have maybe 5 minutes before we do have to take off. So
okay.
If you wanna start thinking about coming to a stopping point, and then we can kind of show off what we have done. And then we're gonna pick it up back here at the same bat time, same bat place.
Nice.
Thank you for that. And we're gonna kind of work on them again tomorrow. Maybe start some new stuff, kind of whatever happens. But it'll be at 3 p.m. Pacific time for any of you folks who are not in the Pacific time zone. And then at the end of tomorrow's segment, I'm going to pull up Instagram and Twitter, and I'm going to give like a little shout out and stream highlight to all of you folks who decided to participate and illustrate along with us or design along with us, whatever you folks chose to work on. And we'll show off your work a little bit. I'm gonna add like I have this thing that I like to do where when I want to add like shadows, I'll make a new layer and I'll paint like super harsh black on all of the places where I want the shadow to hit, and then I'll turn the opacity down like really low and then really softly go in and like erase away from it.
Oh, interesting. Like a subtractive thing?
Yeah, so then, because I always like get frustrated when I try to place like the perfect shadow curve or whatever. But if I just like scribble all over, and then I guess it's kind of like the same concept as like if you've ever done that thing with like Easter eggs where you dye them colors and then you color over the whole egg with like black and then you start subtracting with like a like scraping off the black crayon, then it just shows like the color underneath. As I kind of do that with shadows, is I'll scribble the black everywhere and then I'll just start trimming it away where I don't want it to be.
Interesting. A little scratchboard style thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna add some light color in her eyes. But we are coming up on the end of stream, folks, so I'd like to say that I really appreciate everyone coming in and chilling with us and hanging out and having a good time, and then maybe in a moment here you and I, Sam, could kind of zoom out and show off what we made.
For sure.
What we did.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress and the amount of time.
Yeah, me too. I actually feel like I got quite a bit done.
Awesome.
For it. Starting to look pretty dope, if I do say so myself. And I love yours. Like already like the colors and values and everything that you've got in there with like just the difference of like skin tone and like the blues and the purples and everything in the 5 o'clock shadow is so rad. That looks so good.
Trying to also get a little of that two-face texture in the face, but I'll have to do that more next time.
I think that you are doing a fabulous job. So this is where I'm at with my Asajj Ventress, guys. I'm trying to like kind of give her kinder eyebrows, but that's what I got. I think tomorrow I'll probably be adding a little more details and some soft colors just to kind of get more of the detail in there, and then I would call it done. And we got Sam's kind of full screened up here, so you can see what he's doing. That penguin monocle is killing me, man. That is so good.
So I got a little bit of a few different villains in here, but pretty rough at this point. But I am pretty happy with the the blocking of it all. So that's where we are with that. That's without the lines and with the lines.
Nice, man. Very well done. I love it. So again, folks, if you are working on some cool change of heart illustrations along with us, please think about posting them today or tomorrow, because we're going to go looking at them during our stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time. You can tweet those to us, or you can post them on Instagram using the hashtag Adobe Live Design Off. And we'll check them out. We'll pull them up. We'll give you a shout out. And we'll see what the community made along with us at the end of tomorrow's stream. So I'm gonna pop over here to our full cam. We're gonna say goodbye. But like I said, we'll be back. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Sam, for hanging out with me today.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Appreciate you having me.
No problem, man. We'll be at it again tomorrow. So adios, everyone.
See you guys.